Okay, I've removed the bolt assembly from the weapon. I wanted to do a quick video because this is just such a unique bolt carrier group that I wanted to show you guys. Basically, charging handle here, and you pull up and slide forward and take that off. Now here's where it really gets unique. This ring is a rod that runs through, and the firing pin attaches to it inside of the selector assembly in here, and that's how it fires. And it's also how you put it on safety. When you pull this ring back and then drop it down into there, now it is in fire mode, and that actually sets in a horizontal alignment to the chamber, the receiver on the weapon. Okay, and then when you pull it out, that's taking the tension of the spring off of this upper piece inside of here, because now you've got the spring compressed and the pressure, the tension's all right here. The straight slot, however, is the safety position, and when you put it back into the receiver and it's got the vertical orientation, this weapon will not fire. It completely takes the trigger out of the firing circuit. I mean, manually bypasses it, which is kind of cool, I thought. Anyway, back to disassembly. You pull it up, and your little flag key right there, I don't know if you can see that clearly or not, my big old fat fingers, but you put it between the two slots like that, because you want the tension off of this. And then you have to twist it, because there's a key lock on the back side of this inner piece that has the extractor and the firing pin. So you have to kind of twist it there. Let me see. I always have a bit of trouble with this. I don't remember which slot to put it in. There it is. Okay. Now, see, there's that rod. There's your tension, and this little piece is the firing pin, which I thought was just really, really cool, because this piece, you literally you put compression on the spring from up here, and it's a tough spring. But when you do that, see, the firing pin just falls off. If you look, it's like a T right there, and you can see the two grooves in this, and that T goes like that, and then the tension from the spring on this rod holds the firing pin in place. But it makes it really a unique style of firing assembly, I thought, and then this rod just pops out at that point. See, and it's just a carrier for that tension spring and the firing pin, and then this back half of the bolt carrier. Now when you dump this out, here's your front half of your bolt carrier. Those two just fit together. And this is the I call it the extractor piece, because it's mainly for that, right? Single purpose. The extractor rides in here, and the firing pin goes right up through the middle of it like that, and there it is. See the firing pin right there, and boom, boom, boom. And here's the keyways I was telling you, that there's actually a keyed section. Don't think I can show you, but there is a keyed segment in there. It is. It's inside the back half. I don't know if you can see it. Is that too dark, or can you see down in it? There we go. Okay, and that's what locks this on. See there? See, and then it locks, and you have to, when it drops in. Anyway, I just thought it was a super, super, super unique bolt carrier assembly, and I was very impressed by it. These parts were made in 1934. Every piece you see laying here, and you can see on the face right here, there is no pitting, there is no damage, there's no wear. I mean, that looks like it came from a machine shop factory yesterday. I mean, it's just amazing. Look, there's very little wear, because this is fitted into the receiver. This is the front half of the bolt carrier group, serial numbered to match the rest of the weapon, and you can see some wear on it. Okay, and from the spiraling right there, because it actually spirals these keyways in to lock the breech closed. and you can see some spiraling wear there, and a little slide wear here. But that's it. I mean, that is it for this thing. And to me, it's just mind-boggling that after, 70 years, this rifle, I mean, look down inside here, if you can see, it's just clean. The barrel looks like it hadn't been shot a dozen times. I know it has, but that's what it looks like inside, and it just blows me away. Like the rear sights here, it uses a ramp style. You push this and pull it back to put it all the way down. But once you zero, you know what number to sit on. Let's say if I zero on say a 7, I just slide it forward, lock it in. Well, that's on a 9. There's the 7, like that, and that actually raises the rear sights up. Now there is a different set of sights that you can get that attach right here in these little two holes on the receiver area, called diopter sights, and they still use the front sight, but it extends your effective range out almost double. It's just amazing. Now here's another little thing, and then I'll end the video. Look at these front sights. I have never seen another weapon. If you'll notice, it slides forward and backward, but it's on a diagonal slot, and this is still perpendicular with the rear sight assembly. And to adjust it for, like if you needed to move your sight over that way, you would go forward. If you needed to move it this way, you would pull backwards. And it, because of the way this is made, the micro adjustment capability of this is just absolutely incredible. You can just barely tap it and get 2 or 3, equivalent clicks of scope rings or something. It's just crazy, the Swiss engineering on this weapon. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it. While I've got the video, instead of making 2 separate videos, I'll show this one off real quick. This is the other new toy I picked up right here. The AR-15 platform, 5.56, 223. It's got the free floating barrel, or handguards, I mean, which is supposed to be more accurate. It's got the pick rail that runs the entire length, and I put the Magpul metal sights on it. And they just spring load up and lock, and you can lay them back down, but you have to push the button again. But it's made by a company here in Stafford, Texas. Now, here's this I got a chuckle out of. The serial number is 24007, so 24/7, or Bond, James Bond. And then I got the one with the Texas laser engraved, and they actually serial number each engraving, and my serial number for my engraving is number 100. And I thought that was like a model number or something, but it's not. He showed me 2 other ones, and it was 101 and 102. So I was mildly amused. It was kind of neat. Anyway, one other quick thing, and then we'll end the video. Let me get this in there. This was the other toy I picked up. This guy here in San Antonio hand forges these knives, hand makes the sheath. It's got this collar on it, so you can run your belt through it that way for a horizontal carry, or run your belt standard, vertical carry. The scales for the handle grip are ram's horn, bighorn ram. He showed me some pictures of the horns they used, and it wasn't these exact ones, but the kind they used. Anyway, it's a Damascus style, and it's just under 400 folds on this thing. It's just the pattern in it are just absolutely beautifully gorgeous, and it will shave hair on your arm like nobody's business. And I couldn't pass this up, for $45 and plus tax. That is just, to me, is an absolute work of art. It's just gorgeous, and it fits I have big meaty hands, so it fits my hand so well, and it's comfortable, and I'll put a link to this fellow's because he's got hundreds of styles, and the quality of these things. Full tang, I mean, lanyard hole. It's just incredible. I mean, incredible workmanship, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I'm gonna let everybody go because I gotta put all this back together. Mama wants the table cleared off because tomorrow is her infusion. So we will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.